If you're looking for the cheapest, and I mean cheapest coins out there to build your God Squad, head over to AOEAH.com. They are fast and reliable, and make sure you use code WOLF to get 3% off. Link is in the description. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys two of the sickest route combinations in Madden 22 to elevate your game instantly. Now, these combinations are going to be based off, well, actually one of them is going to be based off the full scheme breakdown that's in the member section from the Wild Trips Pats. And we're going to be in the Patriots playbook too. However, as long as you can make these adjustments from like a trips formation or an empty formation in your playbook, you can do the same thing. The result is going to be the same. Now, before we get into it, make sure you drop a like, become a member if you want access to those full scheme breakdowns. You'll get the Trey wide flex, bunch offset, 2-4-5 wide, 3-3-5 wide. What else, man? Advanced man defensive tips, single back wing stack, 4-3 even, 6-1. There's so much in there, man. Take advantage now. Empty ace patriot. And what's cool about this concept idea is it's going to follow you for the rest of the Maddens because they are awesome route combinations and they're going to work in every game. So we can come out in any play that we want. So what do we want to come out with in the empty ace patriot? Let's just do Pats clear out, or we could do Pats X slant. Doesn't matter. And then it beats every zone in the game. So random cover 3, I'll show you what I mean. First thing we want to do is we want to take A, which is your tight end, put him on a zig route. Now you have 2 tight ends in this formation, but it's all good, okay? Because you're not really looking to throw deep, maybe on one, but as far as like getting routes open, these combinations are going to do work for you. So A is going to go on a zig route. So wire triangle, selecting A, right stick to the right for zig, okay? That's what it looks like. And then RB goes on a slant. Wire triangle, select the RB or R1. And then you want right stick to the left for slant. And then we're gonna put B on an out route. Wire triangle, select B, which is white. Left stick to the right for out. So your play art is going to look like this. Okay, now the route we're looking for, and it's going to be consistent, I'm talking about across the board, is your A route. It's gonna be similar to the tight end whip that you play, that you use from the Patriots offensive playbook. It's the same idea. It does the same thing. So again, running these setups, you'll see no matter what, this guy's always going to be open. And there's plays where I'll score touchdowns. If you watch some of my gameplay when I use tight end whip, I'll score touchdowns because of the way people are making adjustments to their, I don't make the adjustment there, but if you don't make adjustments, you're going to get picked off like that. All right. So that's just so you guys know, make these adjustments. Zig, slant, out. Bro, this guy's an X factor off one. Boom, again, he'll always be open as long as you put that combination out on the field. Doesn't matter what they run. If it's a match, it don't matter. If it's a match, it don't matter. If it's a zone, whatever cover 3 they pick, this guy is getting open. All right. Now there's gonna be times where you have to possession catch that. So don't be afraid, just get your yards, okay? Now, like I said, one more cover 3 so you guys can see right here. And some of them, it gets real open. Some of them seem like they're a little bit contested. It just depends on the situation. So some of them you can catch and go. Some of them you're going to have to possession catch. You'll be able to tell as you're going to throw the pass if someone's kind of maybe a little too close for your comfort. Cover 2 is probably the best defense to try to slow it down, but it still doesn't slow it down because you get underneath vert hooks. So right here, we're going to be underneath the vert hooks. Vert hooks will play a little different. They will have to actually shade underneath, but once we see that they're playing underneath, then we can adjust it. So you'll see that the slant is confusing the vert hook. So the vertical hook that goes in cover 2 has to prioritize the slant first. By the time he realizes the slant is out of the picture, the A route comes through. You'll see him confused. By the time he realizes, it's too late. Player movement in Madden 22 Next Gen sucks, so we take advantage of that, right? So flaws in the game we take advantage of right here. Boom. You'll see that he's still prioritizing that slant. That's what we want. And it also works in man defense. That's another thing. It not only does it just beat zone, it also beats man defense, okay? For the most part, just depends on your tight end. I don't know how good this guy is. I could just be talking trash right now, but usually zigs and stuff can't be stopped. Tight ends get wide open. And that's another thing. Even with the tight end whip from the Patriots, I don't know, remember if you guys remember me using the worst tight end running the zig route. He still got wide open against Jackson, against Gilmore, you know what I mean? He still got open against those guys, like wide open. So this might be the combination that's just something you always come back to keep your opponent honest. They can't even stop it in man defense, man. Cover 4 drops the same way. I think your best bet to slow this down, maybe like cover 4 quarters or problems, man. That might be your best bet. So if you're facing someone running this combination, let's just see, because I mean, I don't know. Let's do cover 4 quarters. just to see where we're at. Actually, you know what? Cover 4 quarters can't even stop it. Yeah, so virtually unstoppable. Even if they man him up, he cooks the man, they're gonna have to user it. Once they user it, we move on to the next route combination. Now for this one, we need a corner route. So smash corner, and then let's do cover 2 first. It'll work against any of them, but cover 2 first. And all you want to do is you're gonna streak RB and then smoke screen B. Okay, so it looked like this. This is the next one. Then I'm gonna slide protect right. This is actually a pretty good defense for them to slow it down. And you take your first open read. So right there, the smoke screen's open. I'm gonna hit the smoke screen all day. So if they're playing the smoke screen, it's the corner route. If they're not playing the smoke screen, then it's the smoke screen. Simple as that, man. It's a very easy concept and idea to see. You're leveraging the play to one player on defense. He's the one that has to make the reads and the stops. You know what I mean? Like, he's the one that's gonna have to play it, because that's who we're attacking. One guy. They're gonna have to run a Mabel on that side. So right here they don't, then it's corner out to the back right here. Every single time he plays low, we hit him high. He plays high, we hit him low. That's a high-low read. Simple concepts, things that just work really good. Now when you're faced with this, you don't know what's happening, you're in the empty Patriot, you're gonna have to be different. Okay, right here, this is what I would recommend you do. If you think they're gonna all out blitz you, you just double hitch Y and A, okay, like this, and then send RB and put like B on a slant or something like that. Okay, so if they do blitz you hard, you can hit one of these guys. So from like the double A gap, you could hit one of those guys underneath. You see what I'm saying? They went into zone coverage, but they still can't stop that because of the way double A gap works. So when you're facing the double A gap, that's how you do it. And you can do it across the board, man. You could just continuously do this setup, and then underneath, they're running a lot of cover 2, they're not playing underneath, you could do that setup. So you'll have both sides left Y and A, man. So this is another thing. Like, people like to send heavy blitzes or like to send nickel blitzes. Hitch routes are your main thing. Just make sure that you're double streaking with 2 hitches and a slant route. That's very important, because if not, you're gonna get cooked. So you just take the open guy, boom. Now if they're sending the nickel blitz, then you hit the Y route. You just read it. Okay, he's coming off the edge trying to blitz me, let me hit him with the hitch. Once he starts doing that, then you come back with this route combination. I don't know why I did that, but let's act like that didn't happen. I was supposed to put him on a whip route, but you want to do that. Put him on the zig, slant, and the out route. Once they start picking up the Y route, now you're just playing with your opponent. Now you're like, you know, like you don't know what to do. Now the last thing I want to show you guys, this is all gonna work against cover 3. Same thing. You're gonna slant B. We're gonna streak RB. Let's say he's playing the corner route, right? And he's playing low on your smoke screen. He's got a Mabel set up over there. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do it opposite. So now we're gonna streak Y, smoke screen X. We're gonna look for our slant or our smoke screen over here to the left side, assuming that I have the time, obviously. Boom, we hit our X route. They play off of him. I'm gonna take my yards this way. We got route combinations for days on this channel, bro. You can even slant RB, smoke screen, and then leave everybody like this. Streak Y, smoke screen X. Slide protect left, right? And then we can just come this way. Wait for him to bite. He's not gonna bite nothing. Boom, this guy. So all you're doing is you're putting the leverage on the one guy on defense, and he's gonna have to make the read. You wanna guard low? They guard low, then that's when you hit your slant route over the left side. If they play high, you're gonna keep your opponent from playing Mabels, and then everything else that you pile on top of this, man, with hitch routes. The empty formations are some of the most powerful stuff if you know the concepts and the combinations behind them, man. Make sure you guys drop a like on today's video, man. I just gave you guys mad jewels that you're not gonna see nowhere else, man. Okay, let's be honest, guys. All right, peace.